In today's video, we'll be learning about the product rule and quotient rule of derivatives. To start off, what is a product rule? Well, the product rule is like this, right? So we just read an example down, and I'll show you what the product rule is. Okay? So, whenever you have two products or two quantities times each other, in this case 3x plus 4 times x plus 5, you can use the product rule. So, let's just say we can substitute each term with f of x and g of x. So 3x plus 4 is f of x and x plus 5 is g of x. So the product rule states that f of x times g prime of x, or the derivative of g of x, plus g of x times the derivative of f of x, or just f prime, this will give us the answer. Now let's actually solve the problem. So 3x plus 4 times x plus 5, which will give us 1 since the derivative of x plus 5 is just 1, plus g of x plus 5 times 3 since the derivative of 3x plus 4 is just 3. Okay, that then we'll get 3x plus 4 plus 3x plus 15, and then we'll get 6x plus 19. So the derivative of 3x plus 4 times x plus 5 is just 6x plus 19. You could also do power rule on this by distributing each factor, but for the sake of learning power rule, we'll just do it this way. Okay, now I'll give you some more practice problems to do. Okay, so pause the video and try to solve these problems by yourself. Okay, so for the first one, again, I'll just use the f of x and g of x method to make it more easier to solve. So if you write down sine of x times cosine of x, right, that would be wrong, because it's actually, again, the product rule states that it should first be f of x times g prime of x. So g prime of x is just negative sine. Right? Remember, always take the derivative of each component when necessary. Okay? So sine of x times negative sine of x plus g of x cosine of x times f prime of x, which is just cosine of x. So that's, yeah, so in this way you apply product rule. And product rule here is allowed since it's sine of x times cosine of x, which implies product rule. So then we get negative sine squared plus cosine squared, and then answer is cosine squared x minus sine squared x, and this is our answer. Now we have tangent of x times 3 times x squared. So again, we just make f of x tan of x, and then g of x 3 times x squared, and this just gives us, right, tan of x, or tangent of x, times 6x, since that's the derivative of 3x squared, plus, let me rewrite that, okay, plus 3 of x times secant x squared, since secant x squared is the derivative of tan of x, or tangent of x. Okay, and then, yeah, this is our answer. We can just put 6x right here, and then, so yeah, this is our answer here. It's a pretty long answer, but it's the answer, so it still works. So now you have the third and final one. So let's set up our f of x and g of x, and right when we do that, we get 5x plus 4 times x plus 3, and the derivative of x plus 3 is 1, plus x plus 3 times f of x, and the derivative of f of x is just 5, since derivative of 5x plus 4 is just 5. So then our answer is 5x plus 4 plus 5x plus 15, 5x plus 4 times plus 5x plus 15, and then, yeah, this is our answer here, 10x plus 19. Alright, now let's do quotient rule. Now, quotient rule is almost the same as product rule, well, kind of, but it's a bit different. I'll show you. Okay, so let's say, for example, if you want to take the derivative of 3x squared plus 4, and then over x plus 5. Or we can do, to make it more vast, we can do 6x plus 4. Yeah. Okay. Now, again, we can make the top numerator f of x, and the denominator g of x. Okay, and I'll put that in parentheses. Now, the quotient rule states that g of x, okay, so g of x, I'll write down the formula first and then solve the problem. So g of x times f prime minus f prime of x, just f of x times g prime of x over g of x squared is the product rule. So now let's solve it. So we get 6x plus 4 times 6x, since that's the derivative of 3x squared plus 4, minus 3x squared plus 4 times 6 okay, and then just 6x plus 4 squared. Okay, and now we can simplify this to 36x squared plus 24x minus 18x squared plus 24. There should be a minus here. My bad for that. And this, yeah. Let me put that in parentheses so it's more clear. Okay, so this is the numerator. For the denominator, you can just leave it as 6x plus 4 squared. It's still correct. So yeah, so this is our answer. Okay. Okay. So now I'll give you another example, but in this case you have to solve by yourself. I'll just give you one example since quotient rule is typically a long process. Six x times x squared, x to the 6th power. So this is the problem, and pause the video and try to solve it by yourself. Okay. So first of all, we write f of x there and g of x here. Now we first set the problem. So x plus 7 times f prime of x, which is just 36 times x to the 5th power. Let me rewrite that. Plus 1 minus I'm running out of space here. Okay. So 6 times x to the 6th power plus x times 1. Okay. Now we can, I'll just rewrite this whole thing over here. Okay, rewrite this as like this, and okay, again, I'll put this in parentheses to make it more clear. And then, yeah, this is your answer. You can simplify this furthermore, but it's not really that necessary. And then we've put x plus 7 in squared. Yeah, so that's our answer. So that was how to do quotient rule and product rule, and I'll see you in the next video.